Why do people buy iPhones? By year 2020, many of these smartphones prove themselves in a long-term use, stable performance, ecosystem between other Apple devices that's getting only stronger and stronger, and the will of the company to make sure that every feature would work as it should before adding it to the new phone. Sometimes this cleaning up takes too long, but anyway, as soon as all's set, Apple fans are cheering up, and some fellas on Android start to envy that features. In this video I'll give you our list of iPhones of different generations that are still worthy in 2019. And if I ask you what do you think would be the first one, kinda the opener to Apple's world for the best price, you would probably vote for iPhone SE. Why not? It's somewhat the least advanced iPhone that will still get iOS 13, the newest software update. But here's the drill. They are way out of the manufacturing process, and the only models left on retailers' market are refurbished, which is scrapped from parts of other iPhones SE. But the fact that the small party of these were sold out almost in a day when Apple listed it for sale earlier this year still speaks for high fidelity of iPhone SE. So what's gonna be my first advice? Definitely not iPhone 6, cause no iOS 13s with hard, and frankly 6S and 6S Plus models also lost the shining in my head and the word new in specifications from stores. iPhone 7 models could be a nice choice. The price for younger one is relatively low, it's got nice photo and video camera, even in the realm of Google Pixel and iPhone 11 Pro. It's not as compact as iPhone SE, but comfortable enough, and is the first iPhone with introduced liquid protection and the one where you can still try out 3D Touch, as we all miss in new iPhones. The lag is a weak battery, but for that need you've got iPhone 7 Plus. Or wait a minute, around 50-70 bucks more and you can strike for iPhone 8 or even 8 Plus if 64 gigs of storage will be enough. The 8's model surely has better performance, FaceTime HD camera, supports quick and wireless charging, and its elder brother's got enhanced telephoto lens. Just if you do not trust its glass body, keep in mind that 7th generation is still aluminum and therefore looks more durable to me. In the higher league, the cheapest one is obviously iPhone 10, with firstly presented OLED screen in iPhones, a notch so stylish and husky, so fashionable and ugly, but still advanced with true depth camera and following Face ID. Its chip is still the same as in iPhone 8, so the change is only worth in case if you're ready to pay 100 bucks more for the new screen, adjusted face recognition and slightly bigger battery. Before jumping even higher, here's the question: why would you possibly want to choose 7 or 8 iPhones despite their relatively old design and lower capabilities? I'll give you 3 reasons. The first one is simple, the price. Next one is if you are even now not ready yet for the notch and new design. And the third, in the name of Touch ID, if you really get used to that feature and won't stand swiping the screen up to actually start using your iPhone after Face ID recognizes you. Personally, that's the most annoying thing for me. Moving on to more expensive devices, with iPhone 11 entering the lineup, and after making the video about its advantages, the link is in the description, I firstly doubt the role of 10R model in year 2019 or 2020. Actually, iPhone 11 has everything that 10R has, both its pros and cons by the way, and a couple of new things asking for that 100 bucks more. To be frank, I would name it the best switch from iPhone 10, especially if you miss IPS screen, or from models below, but definitely not from 10R, as in my humble opinion wide-angle cam, better selfie camera, somewhat increased performance, and the slight jump in battery life is not much to change from previous generation on that level of prices. Especially if you're not eligible for trade-in option. Even more, I wouldn't be surprised if people, when choosing between 11 and 10R models, would decide according to colors, cause 10R variations look actually more vibrant to me. What's definitely not a nice bang for your buck is iPhone 11 Pro and Pro Max. They are overpriced and in our opinion do not really deserve the Pro naming. I would rather put the word cam with respect to photo capabilities of its camera set. Neither an enhanced OLED screen nor a large battery and scratchy glass body are not a big words to become pro, or Apple is trying to push standards on their own demand.
How dare you!
On the other hand, the company's name and the prestige were always playing on the same field. I mean, if your wallet screams out for relief and you think that the listed features are worth it, go ahead for that phone. Or you can choose XS or XS Max. There are also with OLED screen distinctive features like 3D touch and specs that still make it a worthy choice, now with even minor changes in price, since it's no longer selling on Apple website. So in the end, I'd say that my top choice in iPhone's world in 2019 would become iPhone 11 as the most affordable modern Apple device that is almost the same in price as XR model, although I would never trade XR for iPhone 11, unless getting the new phone was my first priority. If looking from the financial side, iPhone 8 is my favorite considering it's still worthy specs and decent price. I would say that 8's model can become a starting point in your decisions. Want an aluminum body, nice camera and save some money? Check resellers for iPhone 7. And if your eyes demand more juicy screen but you wanna keep 3D touch, iPhone 10 will be handy in that case. Besides, it can save you about $150 against XS model. And what are your best choices among smartphones, not only from Apple, in 2019 and early 2020? Don't be shy to share your thoughts in comments down this video. Also, in the description box you will find the links to internet stores where you can buy mentioned devices. And if you like this video, then why not to support our channel by subscribing to it, hitting the like button and ringing the bell to stay tuned for more cool content. My thanks for watching and cheers!